Happy April Fool's Day. Have you ever wondered if you're missing out by not doing marketing for your MSP themed around today? I mean, loads of big companies do April Fool's jokes. That makes it an opportunity, right? In my opinion, no. I believe your MSP should avoid April Fool's Day like the plague. The same with Thanksgiving, Christmas, and any big national or international event. And let me tell you why. So this podcast episode and YouTube video has been released on the 1st of April 2025. And when I was younger, I always used to really look forward to April Fool's Day. As a child, it was to play jokes on my family, who never found the jokes funny. But then as a young adult, I really used to enjoy the big April Fool's jokes that companies would try and pull, and they would do full-page adverts in newspapers. If you were around in the 90s and noughties, you might remember this. Things like Taco Bell in the US, they announced that they bought the Liberty Bell and they were renaming it the Taco Liberty Bell. It's genius. Or Burger King, they actually launched a left-handed burger. So clever. The big tech companies have done this very well in recent years. Samsung said it was going to launch the Galaxy Blade Edge, a phone that's so thin and sharp that you can also use it as a kitchen knife. And then Tinder, the dating app, they launched a fake height verification tool on April Fool's Day. Although as a former Tinder user, a nutter spotting tool would actually be much more useful. Anyway, you might look at all of these gags put together by marketing departments of these big companies and ask yourself, I wonder what we should do to promote our MSP on April Fool's Day. And there is an easy answer to this. Nothing. And it's the same answer I would give you if you asked, Paul, what should I do to promote my MSP around Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Christmas, the Super Bowl, in fact, any big event that millions of people celebrate at the same time? Because the reality is, when you do something at the same time that everyone else is doing that thing, then you're just adding to the noise. It's very hard to cut through when everyone is doing the same thing at the same time. And that's why I never recommend that MSPs jump onto awareness weeks around cybersecurity, stuff like that, because you have exactly the same problem. If many MSPs are doing the same thing at the same time, it's impossible to stand out. Unless you have a massive budget or a massive marketing department, massive marketing resource, something like that. And you don't have that. So what's the answer? I believe you should ignore big things that are happening and instead focus your small amount of marketing time and resource into setting up a good, solid marketing system for your MSP. If you are constantly building audiences, growing relationships, and converting relationships, then you will generate more leads, prospects, and clients in the long term than if you were to do the odd marketing stunt now and again. And I know that that's not the sexy, exciting answer that you were hoping to hear, but this is the reality of marketing an MSP in 2025. You can only do exciting, wow, standout things once you have the basics in place. And the vast majority of MSPs simply do not have those basics covered. Having said that, there is one thing that you could do which can be fun and it can also really make you stand out. And that's to celebrate a big event many, many months before it happens. So for example, if you send a Christmas card to your clients or your prospects at Christmas, you're just part of the noise. But if you send a Christmas card to them in March, and the whole message of the Christmas card is, hey, we're so on top of tasks that need to be done that this is the first Christmas card you'll get this year. Imagine if we were applying our approach to your technology. I mean, that would be a really cool card to send out, right? You could do a Valentine's card in September because love for technology or good technology exists all year round. You can have some real fun with that. But caveat, that is just a gimmick, and something like that will never be as powerful as getting that marketing system set up so you're constantly generating new leads for your MSP. That's the thing to do first. That's where you should get started.
Paul Green's MSP Marketing Edge.